What do Falcons do? Rise up. Welcome to Rise Up Reactions, the show where we talk all things Falcons, NFL, Georgia sports, and in general the sports news of the day. I'm your host, Dr. Lee Denning, lifelong sports fan. So, today, as everyone else in the sports world is doing, we're talking about DeShaun Watson once again. So DeShaun Watson had many allegations of sexual misconduct against him, and he has received, finally gotten a suspension handed down from whoever it is that the NFL uses to adjudicate that. So I think her name's Sue Robinson or something like that. But anyways, what they've decided is that it is going to be a 6-game suspension. The NFL has 3 days to appeal this. The NFL Players Association has already said that they're not going to appeal it at all. So it's just left on Roger Goodell and the NFL to see if they want to do anything else, which they may do. But as of right now, we're looking at a 6-game suspension, which in my mind for the potential crime that's been committed or for the misconduct and the detriment to the league that's happened as a result of this, very much seems like a slap on the wrist. And again, there's another reason for this, and it's because it's the same thing that everybody else has said. And this is a Falcons channel, so how can I not freaking say this? Calvin Ridley got an entire year for betting on a game that he didn't play in, for his own team to win, and he had a number of other bets, but again, he was not directly involved in any of those games. He had no way of swaying it whatsoever, and they gave him an entire year, and then possibly some. He can apply for reinstatement in a year. It's not guaranteed that he will be able to get back in. So, I don't know. I feel like there's just no justice on this one. Let's talk about the Cleveland Browns just real quick, what's going to happen here. So their first 6 games are as follows. They got the Panthers at Carolina. They get the Jets in Cleveland. They get the Steelers in Cleveland. They get the Falcons in Atlanta. They get the Chargers in Cleveland, and they get the Patriots in Cleveland. So, realistically, they got a lot of winnable games early in the season. These would be slam dunks if DeShaun Watson was playing for them. I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think they'd be 4-0 for sure if DeShaun Watson was playing for them. Now I'm not sure. Carolina Panthers, I feel like Baker is just going to come to play, and he is going to take it. He's just going to take them to town. I think he's going to absolutely demolish the Browns on their first game against him. I don't even think it'll be close, so I think he puts the Panthers on a 1-game win streak there. The Jets, I think the Jets are better on paper than the Browns when you don't have DeShaun Watson. So I do think the Jets will squeak a win out of this, though it's going to be very, very close. Steelers, I think, have a phenomenal defense, so there's not going to be a lot of points scored. I think the Steelers could easily come away with a win here. Falcons, I'm not sure. I gave this to the Browns either way. I still think their roster from top to bottom is better than ours, so I think they're going to beat us there. Chargers are going to beat them. Patriots are going to beat them. Not even going to be close in either of those. So realistically, we're looking at a probably floor of 1-5, and a ceiling of 4-2 coming out of the first 6 games. Which then they've got the Ravens, the Bengals, the Dolphins, the Bills, the Bucks. They don't have another easy game until the Texans, so they got 5 in a row that are going to be very difficult. So they're going to really need to do well in these first few games if they're going to be a playoff contender. Their season, basically the easiest part of their season, if you don't count the Commanders at the end of the year on January 1st, their entire schedule is tough after the first 6 games, really after the first 4. So that's the only thing that I think will be a detriment to them, is that they do not have DeShaun Watson for what should be some of their easier games. But again, they probably are going to still be in the playoff hunt come into the season with DeShaun Watson once he comes back. I don't really like this. I do feel like the NFL really dropped the ball on this. There's just too much around this. This has been an ongoing story for basically 2 years now, and I felt like they made a knee-jerk reaction with Calvin Ridley, and they took their time and went through the process, but just watched the name of the league get dragged through the mud throughout the entire process with the DeShaun Watson trial, or the DeShaun Watson issue. So I don't know. I don't see how you get away with that, but the NFL is what it is. They obviously spun the wheel of punishment and landed on 6 games. So that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Please keep it civil. This is a very sensitive topic that YouTube doesn't really want talked about. If you liked the video, consider hitting the like button, subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And otherwise, guys, I will talk to y'all later. Until next time, rise up.